Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the Andrew Adventure. What an adventure it is. I am Dr. Ben, and I just want to say time out. Let's take a time out. Let's take a strategic pause and consider the fact that there are some alarming things happening while the country is in transition with this government. There are some alarming things happening that it becomes near and dear to my heart. I want to appeal to parents out there, adults who have children in the home, whether it be your nieces, nephews, your biological children, stepchildren, the adults out there who have influence in a child's life. Come here, let's talk. There's an ordeal down in Gainesville, Texas. Young Jocelyn Rojo Carranza, she's no longer with us. And her mom found her unresponsive on February 3rd, and she passed 5 days later at a local hospital. Young Jocelyn was being bullied at school. Some of her classmates or schoolmates were telling her that they were going to call immigration so that immigration, ICE, could take her parents away and she'd be all alone. Now, this is an active issue that we see on the news and everywhere, especially in those places close to the southern border. One thing we know for certain is that bullying, it's never all right. And if someone has to speak up for the voiceless, I'll be that person. I had a discussion with each of my young men. I have three boys, one baby girl. My boys are 15, 14, and 10. My baby girl, she's 2. I have these discussions with my children anytime something critical happens that will require their attention as far as their development is concerned. I had this discussion with them just to reinforce that bullying is never all right, especially when it's connected to a real ordeal like that. I informed them that even being someone who's around that type of behavior, step up and say something. For those who don't have a voice, say something. It's all right to say, hey, cut it out. That's enough. Say something. Sadly, some will see that story and just feel like, all right, oh well, but here is the reality. As parents, the responsibility falls on our shoulders to be sure that our children are emotionally prepared and equipped to not just deal with what happens outside of our doors, but to be good people. As for me and my house, we serve the Lord. I don't know how you do it in your home, but our principles are going to align with our faith. And if I can speak a word of encouragement to you as a parent, to you as someone who has influence in a child's life, use your words for more than just yelling. Use your words for more than just giving instructions on clean up your room, but speak truth to power on these matters. Now, all of us have been young before, and we know what it is to be cruel as children. Some of us were the cruel children. Some of us were the victims or the topics of cruel children, cruel behavior. One thing we have to do as parents is understand this old notion. In the South, grandma, mom, they had this adage, stay out of grown folks' business. With matters of politics and when we're discussing things around the country, it's important to understand those little ears could take the extreme end of that and regurgitate it at school. So you must be careful. Respect the adulthood ordeal enough to say, hey, get out of here. Me and mom, we're talking. Could it be that the young children who were bullying her heard their parents say something negative about people being deported and so on? Don't know. My condolences go out to the family, the Carranza family. My condolences, sincere prayers and thoughts in this time. Many people are dealing with a lot right now. Many people are dealing with a lot right now, but I could not imagine that level of pain. Excuse me. This is something that truly did not need to happen. I believe it's something that could have been prevented. Even educators out there who might have overheard some of these conversations, there has to be accountability. There has to be a discussion. I don't know if the school did a stand down or what, but I think we all should be standing down. And when I say stand down, I mean, let's take a pause at all this other stuff and let's get around this dinner table and discuss these matters in a way where it helps our children to become better contributors than what we've done in the past.